Good morning, everyone. I have a twin flame read for you. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Sending lots of love and blessings your way. Okay, so this read, for those of you not familiar, is a 7-deck read. It's a lot of energy on the table. If something doesn't resonate with you, don't force it to fit. This is the main read, the SIRIAN STARSEED deck. And then here is the complete read in front of you, the full clarified read. Okay. So if you want something more personal, my information is below, as well as my website, twinflames3344.com. I have a CD out there also called Ashes, Twin Towers to Twin Flames, if you want to check it out. And if you like the video, you like the information, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you get unsubscribed by YouTube, just go ahead and resubscribe again. And thank you all for being here. Make sure to comment and share any downloads you've received as well, so we can exchange, perhaps build on that energy. And so here we go. I did this read yesterday for today. Today is March 1st, so the new day of March, the month of spring. So it's very exciting as we go on this upswing towards the new. And I cut the SIRIAN Starseed deck here at 2:38 yesterday afternoon. 2 is the High Priestess, 38 is the Queen of Cups. 38 is also written as 3811 because it's a power number, which also reduces to the 2. At 2:52, which is the High Priestess and the Queen of Swords, so here we have two queens, Queen of Cups and Queen of Swords, checking orbs off your list, thoughts and words, blind men and orphans, and also an BS with an underline underneath the B. And that could represent Taurus as well. And I believe Mars is still in Taurus, so there may be a reference there. I believe it's leaving Taurus on March 21st. So we complete this read at 3:04, all the clarifications. 3 is the Empress, 4 is the Emperor. Also could be the 30 of the 4 of Wands, the union energy, the home, stability, and the 4 of the Emperor. The major arcana in this read were Strength, Solar Deity, Karma, which is like the Judgment card. Before the read was the Starseed, which is the Fool, and after the read, the Great Wheel, or the Wheel of Fortune, and Guidance, which is the Hierophant, and that's the Taurus energy. And also the Empress was coming up, which is Taurus energy as well. We had 1 Pentacle, 4 Cups, 2 Wands, 1 Sword, and the only court card in this read was the Page of Cups. Before the read, the Page of Swords and the King of Wands came up. We had double 2s, double 3s, double 8s, and double 9s, the 9s being the most significant, which is all about compassion. And actually, Agent 99 was coming up as well. I don't think about him very often. Get smart. So 22 is the Fool, 33 is the Christ vibration, the 7 of Wands, 88 is the dance between the twins, between their masculine and feminine, and then side by side. The 99 again is the compassion here, and the compassion that 99 has for Get Smart, or Agent Smart. So the other numbers that came up here were 1421, which is 14 of the Temperance card and 21 of the World, completion. 234, shut the door. 67 of the Knight of Pentacles, 46 of the 6 of Cups, the Children in the Garden, 79, which for me is the Pot of Gold at the end of the rainbow, 23, which is the King of Wands, 38, the Queen of Cups, 78, the 10 of Pentacles, the Dream Family, right, the last card in the deck, the 89 of the Phi energy, allowing yourself to expand, but always coming back to center again, and then the 910, begin again and again and again to keep that vibration high. The code line was all about patience today. And there may be some emptiness that is coming up for some of you here. Also, the SMA was coming up, which for me, being in the medical field, is the superior mesenteric artery. So I don't know if any of you are having issues with your feeders to your stomach or anything around the stomach area. Someone might be having an exam around their stomach. Regarding the moral man with the 2 of Cups, the one-on-one relationship, or perhaps the moral man For 2 of poetry and being contrary, which is coming up around poetry, to cook, toast, and shine, regarding the lovers, and Sophia, hermit, and 99 was coming up here, the wounded warrior 99, which can very much be Agent Smart and Agent 99, which is the masculine and the feminine, which is what's coming up right now. Also, the collective consciousness can come up here with the hermit and the 9, and being so seeker of the shaman energy, the riddle me this, which has to do with the poetry again, and patience, with patience. And it's really giving us this visual of 99 being patient with smart. So also the Re was coming up here, the shaman energy, and perhaps offices, if people are dealing with multiple offices. I was just now I'm getting thine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. So empty is also coming up. And then, as I always tell you, C, as in the emotions of the C with the eyes, and the C of the Christ or unity consciousness. Today was coming up the T, the TI of source, the T of toggling up, and the TE of the moral man. Toggling up, source, and the moral man. Empty, and M can be M as in, just like in James Bond, the mother that you go back to. So there's all these references around agents and secret agents, I guess. But M can also represent the feminine godhead here, as in Imana, M. And then M in James Bond. So we have James Bond and Get Smart coming up here. Toggling up to source, the moral man, 42 of lathe. And then my dad came up here. My dad's soul number was 42, and he had a lathe that I had to get to certain people after his passing. So as soon as I saw the 42 in lathe, I knew it was my dad coming in. And my dad loved James Bond and Get Smart, so it was pretty funny. So 42 of the 2 of cups, which was my dad's soul number, of the lathe coming up here, and salt, and these were coming up from definitions from my code line. Salt, also Evelyn Salt, that movie. So here there's a lot about secret agents coming in to play. But it's like my dad was coming in to say, to play, have fun. My dad was an inventor. To blow, to sew, to cook, to eat. To us, so cheers. To pump. To roast, to slow, to shine, or to glow and shine. To mouth off. Like, allow yourself to mouth off sometimes. Be silly. Be that, like, impy little kid. To float or cry me a river. Or strike. Or opposites. The vehicle of Chinese poetry form coming up here. The 3, 6, and 9s, but especially 69 and 99. Between 4 and 2 is that number 3, making the 3, 6, 9, of flames. And then Tesla's coming up. Of flames, drama, souls on fire. The student Re, to be enthusiastic and crazy all at the same time. It's like my dad telling us what it takes to become an inventor, right? To co-create. To throw them off. Riddle me this. Shaman and patience, telling patient jokes to relax them. The ace in the hole, the outrageous king, excited and enraged, to keep students on their toes and teach them patience. Get smart, and Spirit's connecting with me. Get smart and ancient, so ancient orange may be coming up, or agent orange. Get smart, agent 99, but ancient 99 is also coming up here, with lots of compassion for a masculine partner with the impish grin. When soul seeker is ready, the Re-shaman will come. So that I really like that message. And then I was getting darling, thy tifo you are, 2 of C's, lover, Sophia, hermit, wounded warrior, soul seeker, so seekery, of patience, the student of polarity, to merge to the middle and be patient. Also the 2 of C's coming up as the parting of the seas, and Moses, darling, thy tifo you are, Moses in the parting of the seas, lover of the Sophia and the hermit and the wounded warrior, so student of riddles and patience. And again, soul seekery, and riddle me this. So then when I looked, I was getting S9 and C1. So I looked that up to see if anything of significance came up, and the Constitution came up, C1, S9. C1, S9, Article S9, C1.1.1. Restrictions on the slave trade. How crazy is that? Restrictions on the slave trade, Clause 2. There was 2 different entries that came up when I searched this, both the same section from the Constitution, but came up in different ways. It's like one is the actual wording and one is more of the explanation. The privilege of the right of habeas corpus shall not be suspended unless when in case of rebellion or invasion and the public safety may require it. So they can't waive the privilege of the right of habeas corpus unless there's some kind of major rebellion or invasion or public safety issues. The migration or importation of such persons, being the slave trade here, as any of the states now existing shall think proper to admit, shall not be prohibited by the Congress prior to the year, listen to this guys, 1808, 1808. But a tax or duty may be imposed on such importation not exceeding $10 for each person. So again, coming up around slave trade and habeas corpus regarding, bringing, if someone's in jail, then bringing them forward to court again to determine if it's actually lawful to have them in detention. So then back to the code line again. SMA, blood exam complete, the moral man for T for 2 to discuss restrictions on the slave trade, to get me out of here before the rebellious invasion. The wounded warrior so seeking the shaman, to throw them off and their riddles and be patient with them. So we start this read with the 4 of Pentacles reversed. Beneath it was the Page of Swords upright, the King of Wands upright. The King of Wands was reversed. The 3 of Pentacles upright, the 10 of Cups upright, and the Starseed upright. News of the King of Wands reversed, co-creating with the 10 of Cups family, or emotionally fulfilled as the Starseed, the Divine Masculine's heart coming out of the Batcave at 404 right here, the Emperor, or the Page of Cups and the Emperor, to receive love from Cancer reversed, which can be a Page of Cups, or brokenness and disconnect, not seeing eye to eye, or at a distance and not seeing face to face, returning the love with the 10 of Pentacles, offer of a new life, to sunshine, to Leo or kids, to full exposure and happiness. Or Cancer reversed has been feeding his heart love, and he has been in turn offering his time, money, and effort to sunshine, Leo, and or kids or pets here. Divorce A out in the cold, with the Knight of Cups reversed, coming up quickly, running back to catch her. So it could be a running back coming up here as well. Running back to catch her, feeling unworthy or rejected or doesn't love her. So offering her time, money, and effort instead, or perhaps offering a new life so that the Page of Wands can meet up with the journeyman ahead, or the journey, letting go of their Scroogey ways, with Hermit shedding light on the Magician and all their tools on board here. I don't know if you can hear any of the noise. I don't think you can with my microphone, but the guys are out on my street digging up the street again today. My house was literally vibrating when they were digging it up this morning. So there's definitely more unearthing happening here, okay? It is a long way down after patchwork quilt, or to the ceiling, putting all cards on the table, finding the power to make it all work again. The Doctor and the Magi, the Magician, are in, one with light and one with tools, letting go a bit to merge to the middle, or rolling, rolling, rolling down the river. So that came up. And then Michael, Jack's son, and Ike Turner, I am the key turner, on the rowing team, both guided by unity consciousness. The Hermit put aback, again that's that running back, the Hermit put aback, losing their patience a bit, hearing what the Queen of Swords upright has to say here about sudden events, epiphanies, and energetic exchange. Foundations crumbling and arrows of love ruling the day. Come fly with me was coming up here at 4:20, which is actually the time of my son's birth, who's a Scorpio, by the way. 4 is the Emperor, 20 is the Judgment, offering materials to get them going. At 4:21, the Emperor in the world. It is safe to love, and beneath that, free yourself. Debts, scam, inequities, imbalances, not sharing, dissatisfied and depressed, and no longer castrated, no longer marking their territory with new love, self-love, spiritual love. The star depressed and the devil detoxing, one alone in blue, the other in unhappy relationship, not getting their wish, both wanting to come together in love. Fixing growth, in the ceiling, and stars in her eyes, not wanting to accept second prize, or seeing something by the window with a cherry on top. He is tangled in all the weeds. James Bond, Spidey, on the ceiling, dripping sweat on the weeds. Dripping sweat will get him caught in the act. So you know how in the spy movies, especially if there's like, there are security systems like laser security systems, and the spies are like hanging like Spider-Man on the ceiling and hoping no one looks up to see them there under the rafters or something like that. That was the image I was getting here. The James Bond Spidey on the ceiling, dripping sweat, right? Because if he sweats and it drops down, someone's going to catch him up there. That will get him caught in the act. Hovering or remote viewing, lover's detox, or no more lying in the animal's pee. So somebody's house, I guess they have a lot of animals and somebody's not cleaning up the pee all around the house. So someone feels like they're always lying down in animals' pee. A nice clean environment and clean white sheets. It's like they're dreaming of that. Or remote viewing somewhere else where they would have that peace of mind. Depressed or too lazy to clean up after pets at 4:31, which is the Emperor and the 5 of Wands, the expansion, the conflict, the fighting, the competition, but the pursuit of happiness as well. Aquarius reversed and Capricorn reversed come up here, as well as self-love. Aries is upright, Cancer reversed, Leo upright, Taurus reversed, Virgo upright, Gemini upright, and Scorpio reversed, all of them here too. We have abundance with the 88 dance of the masculine and feminine dancing between their own masculine and feminine, and beneath that the manifestation of the 8. So we have 3 8s, crazy 8s here. The 3 8s is the tipping over of the 2 8s becoming the infinity sign, right? That permanent flow of union, and the masculine and feminine dancing all the while. And by the way, those 2 cards, the underlying energy is all pink, the higher heart energy. Weak and weakness, sickness and laziness coming up here, and the crazy 8s. Soulmates broken down, stuck in a split, a divide, lying, powerless, dependent in dumping a load, a burden, or responsibilities, to get happy suddenly, or confessing and exposing all with a sudden event, epiphany, orgasm, or somebody might have gotten in an accident. As the world started to spin, the deer in the headlights, as planets all shifted, I was just getting Rocky Horror Picture Show, I don't know why. It's like, another planet in Transylvania, all that kind of stuff is just coming up for some reason. But the deer in the headlights, as planets all shifted, the earth moved and cracked, or earthquake or displacement happened. Spontaneous orgasm, and Cancer reversed. Leo upright, Scorpio upright here as well. The tower blowing the divine masculine's crown wide open to open his heart to the Magi embodiment. In energetic exchange of arrows of love, true love and abundance, becoming weak in the knees, or falling to one knee in the crazy 8's dance of abundance and I-festation. The dream, family, business, or community, moving, visiting, or house falling apart, with the Page of Swords message or child that says, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. As the third party, synchronicities and uncomfortable energies or emotions, dissatisfied alone, and then boom, the tower comes in at 4:44. The angelic realms, dumping a load with sovereign, not walking away, but sitting in those uncomfortable energies and in the recent past the Strength card reversed, feeling weak or sick, or needing the courage in a split or a lie, and getting to choose your own path. The Empress upright with jealous or unworthy Hierophant here, so again here's two Tauruses coming up, or jealous or rejected divorcee, or the Knight of Cups reversed with Taurus in their chart. Seeing synchronicities of their twin, the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands is reversed with the Empress upright, perhaps lovers or mother and daughter of great affection not performing together. Or the Queen of Wands reversed is Taurus and the Knight of Cups reversed with Taurus in their chart going through a split at 449, which is the Emperor, and the Nine of Cups, the Get Your Wish card. The foundation here is the Two of Cups reversed. In disconnect, not seeing eye to eye, or in a breakup, or at a distance and not seeing face to face, with the King of Pentacles a bit of a snob here, turning their nose up a little bit the other way. The workplace with the Ten of Cups family, or emotionally fulfilling, and wounded warrior now surrendering, or everyone expected to surrender to the King of Pentacles at the workplace because he's the boss. The central energy is the Nine of Cups reverse, dissatisfaction, not getting their wish, and arrogance here. The injustice of the Knight of Pentacles, ignoring the Six of Cups, which can be children or a soulmate. The Queen of Pentacles comes up here, and offering help to what's not working with the Queen of Wands reversed, or the Queen of Wands reversed just doesn't work. Defenseless to energies and or attacks, the Queen of Pentacles upright and the Knight of Pentacles upright, who can be two kids, or a relationship. The two of them both upright by the Queen of Wands reversed, and challenged by the wounded warriors, surrender, suffering in silence with their twin and or children. Death, dark night, and the world upside down, or the divine feminine in the 5D world, or Scorpio upright and Pisces reversed, separated and or sad without the Queen of Cups. On a journey bringing good news, the Page of Swords message, stepping up to bring an announcement, a wake-up call, or calling them out on their poo. The Hermit missing their flame, and without peace, not sharing, or inequity of destined love offered from the King of Pentacles to Libra perhaps, or the King of Pentacles presently depressed, with the Fool free to start over without them, imprisoned here and or anxieties and fear. Now, in the current moment, is the Three of Cups crowning, reversed, destined third party flame, Virgo and Libra, and Viking princess or Pisces with Gemini or Virgo in their chart. Suffering in silence, struggling with the Tower, the Secret and the Page of Cups and a message of love. Insecure magician reversed with Virgo or Gemini in their chart, allowing the Hermit's love to go straight to their partner. Okay, because that's the energetic exchange there. Or Pisces, or both Virgo and Libra, with two Pisces, one older, one younger, manipulating them with love. And that can be your children manipulating you, but on both sides of the mirror. The Page of Swords leaning on the truth, and the Seven of Pentacles sexual tie, the Queen of Pentacles not showing her face, being lied to about big love at work. The Page of Wands inspired by the Page of Pentacles reversed, or perhaps an intern of the Emperor, suffering in silence, carrying the weight of the world. And the King of Wands reversed, receiving a passionate offer from the Sovereign, who's got everything but a partner, or the King of Pentacles, child, is flirting with the King of Wands reversed, and the King of Wands reversed child is the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Wands is interested in the Page of Pentacles reversed, who's flirting with the King of Wands reversed. Or their children are messaging each other there. Or the High Priestess with the Page of Cups, and the Emperor is with the Page of Wands upright and the Page of Pentacles reversed, while the King of Wands reversed is doing time for underage sex, or the King of Pentacles daughter, a gift to be able to work together. A nightmare of two out in the cold, one depressed and one arrogant, and one is free. Holding tongue with fallen angel, the Fool freed by lover letting go to fix dissatisfaction by manifesting big time. The King of Pentacles presently depressed with the Fool free to start over away from prison, or that Aquarius reversed and Aries are starting over after prison at 5:15, the Hierophant and the Devil. Soon for the twins is sunshine, broken-hearted Queen of Cups, perhaps a third party, or perhaps a bad influence around you, at the full moon, fully exposed at 5:16, the Hierophant and the Tower. The worst is over, the bliss is in, present to the moment of lovers out in the cold, but together and breaking patterns, and surrendering. The Knight of Wands falling to their knees. The twin flames seeing themselves as the Six of Wands, the journeyman, the ones bringing in the good news and leading the way, and players falling short on energy, not expressing their true feelings, hanging out to see new perspectives and be wise when they're depressed in post-war PTSD and feeling defensive. The King of Swords receiving information on the Four of Wands reversed, the Ten of Pentacles reversed, and the Six of Pentacles reversed. Perhaps status and worth of home, family, and debts, or stealing back what was taken by their family from them. Trust, healing family issues, and keep an open mind all came up for the twins here, leading the way with good news. Around the twins, or how they may be seen, is karma, judgment, the wake-up call, the King of Cups upright, detoxing and rising above, waking up to feeling trapped by those who want to fight and compete, or trapped detoxing while others go out and play, and them always rising above. The block for the twins here is the Page of Cups upright, the innocent love, the heart open wide, defenseless to getting over loss and regret when receiving innocent love after tripping up. So again, the Page of Cups with heart open wide, defenseless to getting over loss and regret, like someone who doesn't want to get over loss and regret, but defenseless to it when they're receiving this innocent love after tripping up. So even when they've done something wrong, someone's still loving them and not knowing how to react, perhaps. We have patience here, but even more so is love and teaching and learning. The Strength card reversed, weak or still, recovering the King of Cups upright, or unconditional love. So here we have the Page of Cups and the King of Cups, both full of love. Or the King of Cups with Leo in their chart, or kids and pets out of control and being patient, passing downloads, the Magician to the Fool, third party without peace, starting over, where there's nowhere to run or hide. Taking a risk that messages will be received, destined Knight of Swords reversed and Sagittarius reversed, free from lover or freed by them, or a Gemini, letting go to fix, repair, or make amends, not satisfied, only manifesting. Risky business destined, or Libra knowing and keeping to themselves, overworking that's not working, still trapped in his prison in divorce or break from religion, establishment, or Taurus reversed, uncomfortable in reaping rewards, knowing and pretending not to know, for peace of mind, and yet there's no peaceful place to go or hide. The Divine Masculine's heart in disconnect or at a distance from journey of karma and tried and a need for courage, or dealing with Aquarius and Leo and unhappy, challenged by surrender, to sunshine, exposure, and innocent love, third party passing downloads and destined to float out of work prison or work release program, perhaps outside the box, spiritual community or community service here. The Divine Masculine's heart is weak, coming out suddenly or with a bang, in disconnect or at a distance, or breakup, dissatisfied with partiers, gossipers, or a negative group and social distancing, challenged by surrender to the journey in the sun, the wake-up call to true love and passing it along and taking the risk, destined to float on a wing and a prayer outside the box of societal norms, at peace of mind at 5:37, which is the Hierophant, and the King of Cups, unconditional love. So let's pull a few cards for you here from the energy deck. Let's see what comes up. It's 29:06 on this clock and 11:31. So 29 is the Three of Wands and the Lovers, being present as the Lovers, and then 11:31 is Justice and that expansion energy, whether it be fighting in conflict and competition, or games and fun and the pursuit of happiness, the impossible dream. So for everybody watching, the best and highest good of others concerned, what do we need to know and learn for the twin flames today? What is our takeaway from this read? There's definitely love and peace of mind, both innocent love and unconditional love. right? As the child's innocent love, which is unconditional, but it's childlike, they came in that way. Or the adult unconditional love, which is loving people unconditionally, even though they've learned to mistrust perhaps during their life. And Spirit's connecting with me on that. So I'm still connecting. So let's see what the energy deck has to say. Let's clear out blocks to positive energy flow in all chakra layers, auric layers, grounding and galactic cords across all dimensions of time, space, matter, and realities for the highest good of all those concerned. And fill that empty space with only beautiful divine love and diamond crystalline light. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath, guys. What is our takeaway from this read? All right, the deceit. And this could be self-deceit. It's the 25 of that Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands, I believe, was coming up reverse because I remember saying falling short. Yeah, here's the Knight of Wands on the twin flames and how they see themselves. So this could be someone in your energy who's deceiving you, or it could be self-deceit. And there's the Magician. The Magician came up a lot in this read. The Magician embodiment, coming into your full powers as the messenger of truth, not the messenger of deceit or lies. This also can be dealing with a father and son relationship. Or this doesn't have to be a masculine, but this is pretty much a masculine energy. The 53 is the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords I'm just seeing if I can locate the position of the Knight of Swords. Yeah, he's reversed. So this one's reversed here. They're both reversed. So if these cards are read like this, but this really is upright with the Knight of Wands, because the Knight of Wands reversed is that deceit energy. And this one might just be like, like what? What did I do? Or this is like how many times do I have to tell you before you actually learn? It's definitely a boss and a worker, or a father or grandfather or uncle and child, but there's definitely an age difference here, and there's definitely someone who's up to no good. And this Knight of Wands is that is that kid who's always getting into trouble, and this is like someone at their wit's end. Like, how many times do I have to tell you, like, I can't have this in my energy anymore? And this is where you're disconnecting from energy that no longer serves. And if they change their ways, of course you're going to allow them back in. And then here's someone playing coy, like, oh, I didn't do it. That came up in the read, right? The kid who always says, I didn't do it. I'm the good one. Or someone telling on that one, right? So, and neither one of them are being in their positive energy. The King of Wands is reversed in this read too, which is the 23 here. All three of these were reversed in negative energy in the read. Okay? So none of them are being pure of heart. And then here we have the 47 of the thinking woman who's getting out of here, right? She's pursuing her dreams. The 47 is that 7 of cups, following synchronicities and signs, and perhaps having lots of options to get out of this place. And that was coming up during the read as well. The bottom of the deck is the 41 of the self-love, spiritual love, new love. And again, this has been coming up over and over again, of achieving your goals and then having no happiness, either stuck, unable to implement those goals because of restrictions, because of what someone else tells you you can and can't do, or finding out that you're living your dreams for your parents or something, not actually your dreams, and now you're totally unhappy with your success. And there's the anxiety. It's all about the children and their expectations. Fears and anxieties, or not being authentic to yourself and following somebody else's dreams. The 30 is the home, and the fears of leaving the home and following following your freedom, your bliss. Okay? And it's all this underlying feminine energy of fears and disappointment. And then here is the traitor energy of the masculine energies deceiving them. Like afraid because they're around this energy. Why would they trust anyone if they have this energy around them? And this one too. It's the Knight of Swords reversed. Are they verbally abusive? Is that why this child is the way they are? And this one over here, playing games to get themselves out of trouble, learning to lie and manipulate other people's emotions and feelings. And then one getting out of here, not willing to put up with this stuff anymore, following their true dreams, being authentic to themselves. So there's definitely a very interesting dynamic at play here. Let's see what the journey of love has to say here. And it's not to judge anyone, it's to understand the dynamics in families and what you as an individual are willing to put up with or not put up with in your energy. You don't have to put up with anything. You should be surrounding yourself with only the most beautiful energies that make you feel great every day. It doesn't mean things are going to be perfect, because we're people, we're humans. But you understand my point. You shouldn't be dealing with any kind of abusive or manipulative or neglective energies. They should only be people who want your highest good, like you want theirs. All right, so what is our takeaway from this read? All right, beauty comes up. 58 is that Four of Swords. You need your beauty rest. And then we have the Christ flame coming up as well. Look at them. Their heads are both positioned in the same way and the same sadness. Look at that. The 58 of the 5D connection, the rest, but it's also the 5D connection, and the 31 of the expansion and conflict. Right? So when the masculine's dealing with a lot of conflict, the feminine's going to be exhausted. And I've been having a lot of exhaustion this week, not to mention not sleeping quite enough. I keep waking up early for no reason, including today. Well, we have noise out on the street today, and my house literally shaking, which came up yesterday in the read. The earth moving, that came up today too. I can't remember. Anyway, look at this. This is that, Christ and Mary Magdalene energy. They're both feeling the same thing, but in different ways, right? She in the sleep time, right, in the etheric realms, and he in his actual, 3D reality, being strung up on the cross, but her also feeling everything that he feels. And then here's the ethereal touch, the 27 of the inspiration and passion they have together to transmute these energies and lighten things up. And then we have the hidden beauty. So beauty came up over here, and now is the hidden beauty. And see how the colors shifted to become more etheric over here? Oops. So why did that just go flying? Oh, it's light as a feather. To make yourself light as a feather, don't allow this energy to weigh you down. Transmute the energies, the ethereal touch, the inspiration when you become inspired. When I do these translations, it elevates my vibration and makes me feel so much better. So sometimes the 45 is the grieving card, right? There may be, and what I'm getting though isn't the usual definition for this card, but I'm getting that the hidden beauty is that sometimes there's a need for grief, because the purge helps lighten up your energy field. Sometimes you need to hide, and actually that's a line from one of my songs that I wrote recently. Like, when you're young, no one ever teaches you to hide, to spend some time alone to clear your energy. And I'm getting because this is Easter coming up, here's Jesus on the cross with Mary Magdalene, because they're twins, they're connected. And then here's where he leaves the body, right? The lightness of it and the grief of the divine feminine in the release, and then the rising. So I'm very much getting that Easter energy. It's like the transformation of the winter into the spring. And then the legacy of light coming up here of the 53, which came up in the other deck as well as that magician energy, the 53 of the Knight of Swords. And the legacy of light here being, oh, look, see, I didn't even notice that there's a person there. So legacy of light, you see there's a person here holding the light, holding space to come into union here. The guardian of the soul family, the 26, the page of wands, is that inspired energy, the one of the inventor, the co-creator, the messenger of truth, and the inspired one. And the bottom of the deck here is the light, the legacy of the light. And the underlying energy is the woman of light, the 49, the self-happiness, the self-fulfillment, literally filling yourself up with light, the woman of light. As God speaks to her, you see this? As God speaks to the feminine directly with light. All right, so that was the underlying energy as God speaks to the feminine and brings her light. Okay? And then she passes it to the masculine, which, the light drains her because it's tough bringing in that light. Passing it to the masculine to help him clear and make things light as a feather, and then perhaps purging it out, the hidden beauty, that is not always something negative. The legacy of light and how it works. Holding space for it. The 53 of the messenger of truth. Right? It's like also packing your bags, holding your bags. I'm like getting someone waiting at the train station, and I just watched a woman on the train. You never know what's going to happen, right? Pack your bags on the journey. You never know what you may see or run into. So let's see what beauty has to say for you guys. 58. To celebrate the divine feminine is to honor her beauty, her endless bounty of abundant creativity. You are a vehicle of her beauty. This is radiance that has nothing to do with soul-destroying cultural stereotypes based on physical appearances. It is the radiance that comes from feeling beautiful within, of allowing all that you are to shine through you and be witnessed in the world. You're being asked to let the inner beauty become one with your physical self. You don't have to change the way you look to become more of the divine beauty that you are. You just need to change the way you look at yourself. Behold the divine within you. You're in the process of healing past wounds about your appearance, your body, and your sexuality, finding purity in all of yourself, and becoming ready to share that with others in a deeper and more open way, without shame or self-criticism. Take your time and fall in love with what you are. Then you can become not the victim of others' own projected shame, but the love necessary for the shame of the world to heal. This oracle indicates a significant change of self-perception taking place within you, an ability to love and accept yourself more completely than you ever have before, quite simply because you have grown and there is more divinity awakened in your heart than ever before. The nature of the divine is love, and you are realizing that you don't have to change to be beautiful. Allow this development to grow swiftly and embrace your uniqueness, beloved. You are an exquisite flower in the heavenly garden. And the poem reads, how many times I've looked in your eyes and sailed away, beyond my dreams to a sheltered thought, on a quiet beach where the sand is soft as flour. You may never know this place, and someday when I look in my eyes, or when you look in my eyes, I will tell you. Okay, guys, really beautiful messages today. It was just 4334 too, which is the 3 of Cups and the 34 of the 8 of Wands, the arrows of love, coming together in energetic exchange. Make sure you drink your water, get your rest, get your joy, guys, get your nature. It's springtime coming. Rise and be loved. Have an amazing, amazing, amazing day. I will speak to you soon. Bye.